but perhaps the era when City played a style that often felt impossible for any to overcome for a sustained period is over. That's quite damning, isn't it, for Manchester City?
Yeah, it really is. And I think the issue here is that Pep Guardiola has obviously completely changed the style of how City play over the course of the last 12 months. And they play a much more, basically individualistic style, much more direct, probably more conventional. They don't get 80% possession or whatever like they used to. They don't play it like the way they play. It's not all about having the ball at all times anymore. But the problem with that individualistic style is really dependent on the individuals. And if you watch them play this season, even when they've been good, they've been much, much more dependent on Haaland than they've ever been on an individual in the past. You know, the great Guardiola teams were never as dependent on whether it's David Silva, De Bruyne, Aguero, Sterling, anyone, as they have been this season on Haaland. And the problem with that is it's inherently brittle if you play like that, because if your top player goes through a bad run, then the whole team's in trouble.